Grand Rising, my beautiful kings and queens. Welcome in today. It's Women in Business Wednesday, where brilliance meets boldness. Today, we're spotlighting women who make powerful moves with purpose, from the boardrooms to the block parties. Whether you're building a brand, launching a hustle, or leading a legacy, this segment is for you. Good morning, everybody. Our word of today is tenacity, which means persistent determination in the face of challenges. Our slang word of today is bag. We all know what that means. Let's get that bag. Alrighty. On to the news this morning. We're just going to go straight to the news this morning. For New York, New York City Council is debating new limits on AI surveillance, citing privacy risk and racial bias concerns. Advocates rallied outside City Hall, demanding transparency, and community oversight. The proposed bill could reshape how facial recognition and predictive policing are used across boroughs. In Atlanta, HBCU enrollment is surging across Georgia, with Clark, Atlanta, and Spelman reporting record freshman classes. State-funded scholarships and tech partnerships are driving the growth. Students say the momentum feels like a renaissance for Black excellence. Miami-Dade launched a climate resilient task force to address rising sea levels and urban flooding. The initiative includes community input, green infrastructure, and emergency planning. Locals are hopeful but cautious, citing past delays in implementation. Houston is buzzing over the auction of Funplex, the city's iconic indoor amusement park. Families are reminiscing about roller rinks and birthday parties as the 200,000 square feet venue is cleared out. Meanwhile, police are addressing rumors about a Bayou serial killer and new THC laws going into effect statewide. Los Angeles. LAPD is under scrutiny after a viral video showed excessive force during a protest in Highland Park. City leaders are adding safety measures ahead of the Jewish high holy days, including increased patrols and community outreach. Meanwhile, the Queen Mary's Dark Harbor kicks off spooky season with record crowds. I hear that's a really good exhibit. I never got to go and see that. Chicago. Federal immigration enforcement has escalated in Chicago with ICE operations centered at Broadview. Protests erupted over detainees' conditions and family separations, prompting calls for transparency. Meanwhile, the Cubs face off against the Mets tonight at Wrigley Field, with playoff hopes hanging in the balance. Washington, D.C. The Congressional Black Caucus Foundation kicks off its 54th annual legislative conference today, spotlighting equality, policy, and Black leadership. Mayor Bowser is expected to address housing and public safety reforms. Meanwhile, a conversational statue depicting Trump and Epstein has sparked outrage near Capitol Hill. Okay. Tampa ranks among the top U.S. cities for recreation, thanks to its waterfront parks and outdoor amenities. The city's Little Skimmer vessel is removing debris from mangroves as part of the Keep It Clean initiative. Meanwhile, traffic alert warns of off-ramp closures on I-275 due to safety upgrades. Tarpon Springs. A 15-year-old boy, East Lake High student, was arrested for threatening a mass shooting via Snapchat. The sheriff's office emphasized zero tolerance for school threats, even if claimed as jokes. Meanwhile, haunted history tours are drawing crowds as spooky season begins. Good morning, Danielle. Vancouver. Vancouver is hosting a major career fair today at Heritage Hall, connecting job seekers with over 20 employers across finance, public service, and nonprofit sectors. The event includes resume clinics, mentorship roundtables, and immigration counseling for newcomers. It is a bold push to support economic mobility and exclusive hiring across the city. Toronto. Toronto police have identified a second suspect in the fatal shooting of a 23-year-old man in Scarborough. Meanwhile, the city's McKellen Guide for 2025 has dropped, spotlighting a record number of restaurants in the GTA. Locals are buzzing about the Blue Jays playoff ticket release and new speed bump funding to slow traffic in residential zones. Kingston. Mayor Andrew Swaby is urging residents to stop building along gullies after last week's flash floods devastated parts of the corporate area. The Burger Gully overflooded, damaging homes and businesses and prompting calls for stricter building codes. The KSAMC plans to review drainage infrastructure and promote sustainable urban growth. Montego Bay. Mayor Richard Vernon says Montego Bay is ready to lead Jamaica's national development push, linking tourism with agriculture, education, and infrastructure. At the JAPEX trade show, he called for a dedicated tourism-supported fund to revitalize the city. The message, Mo Bay isn't just a resort, it's a blueprint for integrative progress. Ocho Rios. Authorities are investigating the suspected drowning of a 58-year-old American tourist during a snorkeling expedition. The guest staying at Sandos Oche experienced a medical emergency and was pronounced unalived at St. Anne's Bay Hospital. Sandos issued statement expressing condolences and reaffirming its commitment to guest safety. Negril. Negril is a crossroads, with tourism leaders calling for urgent action to restore the town's fading magic. Longtime residents and hoteliers say infrastructure's neglect and shortened tourism seasons are hurting the local economy. Proposals include sidewalk repairs, festival expansions, and branding Negril as authentic Jamaica all year round. Cayman Islands. Cayman-based crypto firm 2Bit is expanding to the Russian market via the Crypto Summit in Moscow. Locally, the government is tightening anti-money laundering rules for lawyers and launching a national week of readiness to boost emergency preparedness. Meanwhile, the stalled Kalani Hotel project faces a winding up petition over $1.5 million in unpaid debts. Wow. Okay, on to our weather for today. In New York, expect a crisp autumn morning with temperatures hovering in the low 70s. Skies will be partly cloudy with a light breeze sweeping through Central Park. It's a great day for layers, cool enough for a jacket, warm enough for a rooftop brunch. Atlanta. Atlanta wakes up to a humid start with highs in the mid-80s and a chance of scattered afternoon showers. The air feels thick, but the sun will peek through midday. Keep your umbrella close and your curls protected. Miami. Tropical warmth continues with highs near 88 degrees and humidity pushing past 80%. Expect brief but intense rain bursts in the late afternoon. It's flip-flop weather with a side of thunder. Houston. Houston sees a mix of sun and clouds with highs around 90 degrees. The heat index may climb into the upper 90s, so hydration is key. Evening brings a slight breeze and a chance of isolated showers. LA. LA enjoys a golden day with highs in the upper 70s and clear skies. Coastal areas stay cooler while the valley heats up. It's protect weather for a hike or a patio lunch. It's perfect weather, I'm sorry. Chicago. Fall is flirting with the Windy City. Expect highs in the mid 60s and a brisk breeze off of Lake Michigan. Skies are mostly clear, but clouds may roll in by the evening. Sweater weather is officially here. Washington, D.C. D.C. starts the day off with fog lifting by mid-morning, revealing sunny skies and highs of near 75 degrees. The air feels fresh and the city's monuments gleam under the afternoon sun. A beautiful day for policy and poetry. Tampa. Tampa sees a humid morning with highs in the upper 80s and a 30% chance of rain. Afternoon storms may pop up inland, but coastal areas stay mostly dry. It's a sticky day, so dress light and stay cool. Tarpon Springs. Expect a warm, breezy day with highs around 86 degrees and patchy clouds. The sponge docks will be bustling under partly sunny skies. Evening brings a slight chance of drizzle, but nothing major. Vancouver. Vancouver greets the day with misty skies and highs in the low 60s. Light rain is expected mid-afternoon, perfect for cozy cafes and creative flow. The mountain may peek through the clouds by sunset. Toronto. Toronto enjoys a mild day with the highs near 70 degrees and partly sunny skies. A light breeze keeps things fresh and the city feels alive with fall energy. Great day for a stroll through Kensington Market. Kingston. Kingston heats up quickly with the highs near 91 degrees and humidity above 80%. Skies are mostly sunny with a slight chance of evening showers. It's a vibrant day, perfect for music, movement, and mangoes. Montego Bay. Expect mostly sunny skies and the highs around 91 degrees. Humidity will be high and the breeze off the coast will be a slight relief. A beautiful beach day with a 20% chance of late showers. Ocho Rios. Ocho Rios enjoys a bright, mostly sunny day with highs near 91. Humidity is thick and the chance of rain hovers around 18%. The waterfalls will be flowing and the vibes are lush. Negril. Negril sees a warm, sunny stretch with highs around 90 degrees and a 27% chance of afternoon showers. The breeze is gentle and the beach is calling. Sunset promises golden skies and calm waters. Cayman Islands. Georgetown wakes up to mostly sunny skies and highs near 91. Winds from the east keep the air moving and the rain chances stay low at 21%. It's a postcard perfect day in paradise. All right, everyone. Now we're on to our sports updates. Okie dokie. In the NFL, we are still on week 3. And these are the following highlights. We have the Lions over the Ravens. Detroit surged in the fourth quarter with 17 points, including a 31-yard touchdown run by David Montgomery. We got the Eagles over the Rams with Eagles with 33, Rams with 26. Jalen Hurt led the comeback with 2 blocked field goals, sealing the win. And we have the Bears over the Cowboys, 31-14. Caleb Williams threw 3 touchdowns in the first half, stunning Dallas. And tomorrow, which is Thursday, night's game will be with the Seahawks versus the Cardinals on Amazon Prime at 7:15 p.m. In the WNBA, they're in the playoffs semifinals game 2. We have the Phoenix Mercury over the Minnesota Lynx. The score was 89-83. Courtney Williams drops 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. We also had the Los Angeles Aces over the Indiana Fever, 90-68, game 2. In game 2. In baseball, we had the Braves over the Nationals with 3-2. Michael Harris II hit 2 solo homers to lift Atlanta. And we had the Red Sox over the Blue Jays 4-1. Toronto managed just 3 hits. Boston's Carlos Navarez hit a clutch 2-run double. Canada sports. Toronto Blue Jays lost to the Red Sox 4-1 at Rogers Center. Kevin Gausman allowed 4 runs over 5.2 innings. Toronto's playoff leads narrowed to 1 game over the Yankees. Canada Football League Week 14 scores. We had BC Lions and the Ottawa Red Blacks won 34-33. Ottawa rallied with 18 points within the fourth quarter to seal the win. We also had Hamilton Tiger Cats over the Montreal Alouettes. Score was 26-9. Hamilton dominated with a strong second half. Saskatchewan Roughriders against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Saskatchewan won 21-13. Saskatchewan improves to 10-2. And we had the Edmonton Elks over the Calgary Stampeders, 31-19. Elks stunned Calgary with a 14-point third quarter lead. Jamaica's Premier League Round 5. Montego Bay versus Tivoli Gardens, 3-1. Montego Bay remains top of the table with 10 points. We have Mount Pleasant over Cavalier. A late goal sealed the win for Mount Pleasant. Arnett Gardens over Chapelton. Gardens bounced back after last week's loss. Treasure Beach over Racing United. Racing United continues their scoring spree, 4-2. And we have Portmore over Spanish Town Police. Portmore climbs to 4th in the standings. All right, and that is all for our sports. So now we are going to get into our motivation segment, which is Women in Business Wednesdays. Our theme today for that is that we celebrate women who lead with vision and execute with precision. Whether you're building a brand, managing a team, or launching a legacy, your power lies in your purpose. Don't just chase the bag, design a blueprint. And with that being said, I'd like to give our spotlight today to Miss Gemini Goddess. She is the founder and CEO of Z-Berry Herbals. We welcome her this morning with us to give us a little bit of information and enlighten us on Z-Berry Herbals. How are you doing this morning, Miss Gemini Goddess?
Good morning,
Good morning,
darling.
Doc. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well on this Wednesday morning. All right. Tell us a little bit about Z-Berry Herbals.
Okay, well, it's actually called Z-Berry Naturals,
I'm sorry,
and
Z-Berry.
that's okay. So Z-Berry Naturals is it started off as hair care. Well, I started off basically with me remaking products that my grandma used to make, stuff to help treat my hair and stuff. Then my daughter, she has extreme eczema and she gets it really bad on her scalp. So I got really into the herbs and the natural stuff. And then I learned a lot about how much chemicals is in all the products that we use off the shelf.
Yeah.
So I got deeper into that, fell down the rabbit hole,
Mm-hmm.
and I just started like researching different products and experimenting with different things. And I had started my line back in 2020 2020 and
Mm-hmm.
2021 during COVID. I was doing it, but like I was just selling to like local people. And then I got into, life. A lot of things happened. I got into a lot of stuff, so kind of parked it for a little bit. But I
Mm-hmm.
still always make my stuff at home.
Mm-hmm.
So but that's where my passion lies. I've gotten into a lot of other stuff. So this year I decided to go back into it. So right now I'm in the development stage because I'm working on like the products are good, but they can always be better, stronger. So I'm in the process of marketing and working and building. I'm in the production stage. I'm back to the production stage, working with a few things. I'm also working with a few skincare products, trying to tackle some of the issues that I see people are having. So that's where we're at right now. And God willing, and everything goes well, we should have everything up and going, ready for the beginning of the year.
Okay, okay. Well, I know that with a lot of the, like you mentioned, with a lot of the products that are out there that you buy in the stores, there are a lot of side effects. Um, they don't work very well. They don't do what they say they're going to do. And a lot of people are using more natural things to put in their hair. Like, for instance, I've been hearing a lot about the rice water that's supposed to do really good things for your hair, different vitamins and things that you can take. So I'm looking forward to going natural myself and going into trying different things for my hair and skin as well. Um, so
Well,
thank you. Oh, go
most
ahead.
definitely. No, I was saying most definitely the natural way is the way to go. Trying to, like, whether it's the food that you eat,
Hmm.
the teas you drink, the products you put on your skin, because we don't know, like, a lot of these manufactured products, they actually have so many ingredients, especially the hair care products for our skin type and the
Hmm.
makeup. The
Hmm.
amount of cancer causing chemicals that are in those products would
Yeah.
would, would shock you.
Yeah, yeah, and we're hearing about different things coming up all the time regarding cancer. This causes cancer, that causes cancer, in the products that we use every day. So a lot of people are trying to go the more natural route because of that. All right,
Yeah, and a lot of the products also they have it marketed and they give us the stigma that like black hair can't grow.
mm-hmm,
That's a
mm-hmm.
lie.
That
It's
is.
not that it can't grow. It's you have to use the right products for your hair type.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
2021, I shaved my head. This is all natural
Oh,
products.
right, 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 right. That's proof right there. Proof right there that black hair can grow. And we just suffer
Exactly.
from a lot of dryness, and a lot of the products that you buy in the store, they always say, hydration and moisture, but they really don't. I mean, I know it can be dry, but it doesn't have to be crispy, crackling dry after you use the product. That's not how it's supposed to work. So I'm really interested in trying some new things. And I will be love to hear more about what you're going to have available for everyone to use.
Well, secret tip, which is not really secret, hydration,
Hmm.
water,
Water.
water. Drink
Yeah,
water. Spritz your hair with water. Water. It costs you nothing but your water. What then? What you're paying for? Water.
exactly. 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 You get in the shower, so you might as well wash it. Put some water on it while you're
Exactly. You
you
know, if you have extremely dry hair, get a spray
Mhm.
bottle and just spritz your hair. Water.
Right. Right. It'll do it and it'll help. All right. Let me see. I have a few questions for you. What regarding your industry keeps you up at night? I know you mentioned that, your daughter having the eczema. My kids had it too, and it was nothing that it seemed like I used would work. Um, what would you like to, see change in the commercial aspect of that, but also what will you bring differently?
Okay, well, what I would like to see changed is the lies that are being told
Mhm.
and the propaganda. And I would like to see people I would like to see more people focusing on small businesses, not because I'm a small business, but all like more small businesses instead of, supporting these big corporations that do not, their interest is in money. That's it.
Mhm.
Not your money, theirs into building they don't, and I would like to see people, you know, study a little bit more about these small companies, support the small companies a lot more, and
Mhm.
I'd like people to know that like there's no one size fits all product.
Right.
Everybody has different hair types. Everybody has different, so it's about you have to learn about you and what works for you,
Mhm.
because just because a product grows Mel's hair does not mean that it's going to grow mine. Does not,
Right.
we have there's different hair. I want people to educate themselves more and know more about themselves personally so that they can get the products that they need to
Mhm.
personally take care of themselves instead of these mass produced things that are filled with synthetic fibers and chemicals and all sorts of different things.
Right. 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 Now, what would you suggest someone tools to use to do more research for themselves?
For me,
Hmm.
I'm a big advocate on AI, right?
Hmm.
Chat GPT can be your friend.
Hmm.
Describe your hair, go into Chat GPT, describe your hair type, and you know,
Okay.
and
Go.
they'll tell you. Also,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of research online. Doesn't even like you don't even need Chat GPT. You can go into Google and research
Mhm.
and get information. Like you can speak to hairdressers. Like
Too.
like there's resources everywhere.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
know me, reach out to me. I can help you. you know.
Of course. Of course. Number one. Um, Besides doing research, what do you keep doing to improve yourself and your business?
Well, to improve myself and my business is I do like a lot of batch tests, but I have like family members that I use as my product testers, right? Because you need to test things before you go out there and say, oh, this works and this doesn't work, or whatever the case may be, right? So I have product testers. I do a lot of
Okay.
research. I do a lot of course, research, and I also do like um I'm forever in the lab. I'm forever in the lab trying to come up with different things. And I also try to study the people around me and see what is needed, and like find a hole of something that is missing, that is needed, and create
Mhm.
a product for it. Because even there's things that people use that I might not necessarily I might not necessarily agree with it, but there's always a natural alternative. An
Right.
example, skin bleaching. Not my personal forte. I love my black skin. Some
Hmm.
people, they do it. You know what? So right now I'm actually in the development of a natural product that lightens your skin. Why? Because people are going to do it anyway. So if they're going to do it, might as well find a safe alternative for them to do it instead of all these chemicals that are cancer causing. Like you can't go out in the sun, you know.
Right, right, right. Okay, okay. Um, what is your favorite quote?
My favorite quote:
Yes,
those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.
yes. I've heard that before. Um, and I love the quote. It's a deep one. Either you get it or you don't.
Exactly.
All right. Tell us about a time you felt like quitting and what motivated you to continue. Good morning, Kennedy. Then.
A time that I felt like quitting. Well, when it comes not in regards to like the natural products, but I've also done other things like I manage artists. I did like the artist management thing, and I still dabble in it, but it becomes very overwhelming, very
Okay.
overwhelming. And at one point, I would say like when I felt like quitting would be this summer. I felt so overwhelmed by everything. I had the artist management. I was trying to get the Z-Berry Naturals back up. I have my kids. I have my husband. My parents are living like I'm living with my parents because they're elderly and they both have health conditions. It was just so much. And I also go through my own things like, because I've been battling with anxiety and depression for most of my life. But it got
Mhm.
even worse like 6 years ago when I had my car accident. So like this summer I got to the point where I I didn't want to do anything anymore. I But what kept me going is my kids. That's my inspiration. That's my motivation to do almost anything. And like my daughter, my oldest daughter, like we are like yin and yang. We balance each other out, but we also drive each other crazy.
Yeah.
But when things get hard, it's like she has this sense where she'll come to me and she'll be like, Mom, get your ass out of bed. Sorry with the language, but she'll be like, get your butt out of bed. Get up. You got things to do. I'm not gonna allow you to just give up on things. She's my little boost, my little motivation.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what keeps me going.
Yeah. Our kids can do that, and the older they get, the language does get a little bit more vulgar, but the message is received. And no one can do that but people that love you and know you, because they can sense when there's something wrong. So and also they just understand you like no one else does. So as long as you have them around, that motivation is going to be there and you're going to be able to stand and keep going. So bless up to the kids and your parents and your husband and your support system as a whole. um
Yep, you definitely have to have that support system and a solid one too,
yeah,
because it gets
yeah.
rough out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Our life is life and all the time. So, having a good support system, if you have to make it for yourself or it's actually, given to you, um, take advantage of it, hold on to it, but make sure it's a positive support system, especially trying to, with being an entrepreneur, the support system is very, very important. All
Most
right.
definitely.
And what advice can you give someone who is starting out in a career or business industry such as yours, um, to help them stay motivated and get started?
My advice to them is make sure that you're doing something that you love.
Hmm.
Make it about your love and your passion, not about the money. Because if it's about the money, it's not going to be worth it for you. You're not going to be motivated. You want to do something that you wake up in the morning excited about, that you
Hmm.
can't wait. Like you don't go to sleep because you're so excited, you're so invested in it. Make
Right.
sure it's something that you love and it serves you a purpose. The money will come later.
Right.
but
Right.
the love will always be there.
Exactly. Exactly. Like I learned last night, just keep going. Keep going.
Yep.
No matter what, any discouragements, distractions, if it's in you, keep going. Work should not feel like work. If you have a passion for something and that's what you choose to do, it's not going to feel like work. It's just going to feel like you are doing what you like to do. So that
Yep.
helps as well. So
And when the discouragement and the distraction comes, take that as a sign that you're doing something right, because
exactly.
the devil will come and attack when they see that progress is being made. That's
Yep.
when it all comes out. It will
Mm-hmm.
come through the most unexpected, even people that you love,
Mm-hmm.
that you would never expect. It will, and they don't mean it, but they're being used as a tool to distract you
To
from
distract.
from where you're going, because you're reaching a point of greatness. When you see all
That,
the enemies coming out and things coming, that's when you need to push even further, because you're there. You're just about to reach where
exactly.
you've been aiming for.
Exactly.
So just keep
Exactly.
pushing.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. Is there anything else that you would like the listeners to know? Like, would you give your contact information? And like you said, if they have any questions or anything, they can contact you.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. You guys can reach me on Insta here on Insta, Gemini Goddess 198. Um, I'm on TikTok, Gemini Goddess 1980. Yeah, most platforms, same thing. Facebook,
Mhm.
everything. If you want to reach out to me, just drop me a message. Mr. Rudy, bless up yourself. Mr. Rudy's live streaming us on TikTok right now. Say good morning. Yeah, so
Nice.
yeah, you can always get in contact with Mel or Cookie if you need to get in contact with me. And hopefully by the end of the year, beginning Z Berry Naturals will be on shelf and ready to go.
We are not going to say, hopefully, we are going to claim it that it
Most
is
definitely.
up and running. I once again thank you so much for joining us this morning, and I can't wait to see all those products on the website or even in stores. And I can't wait to use them. So,
Okay. And just another reminder to everyone that Live and Learn with Gemini Goddess will be coming back in the new year. And Live and Learn with Gemini Goddess, for those who don't know, it is a show that I have where I speak to people, like I have conversations with people where they share their life experiences so we can inspire other people through the things that we've gone through in life, to help motivate others that, like, you know what? If she went through that and she's okay, I can do it too. So, and that's going to be live right here, luxradionetwork.com. So, details to
can't wait to see
follow.
it. Can't wait to see
And
it.
y'all make sure you keep supporting Mel and Kick Back with Cookie and all of the amazing shows on Lux Radio. And remember what they told you. They got an app on the App Store now. So, download the app and support.
Thank you so much.
All right, darling.
All right. Love you. Talk to you later. Thank
All right. Have
you.
a good one, everyone.
You too. You too. Awesome. Awesome woman. Awesome woman. She makes me laugh. She makes me smile every time I talk to her. And we are going to wish her the best, and we are going to definitely support her once everything she gets everything finalized and up and running. All right. Um, I have a women in business quiz kind of riddle for you this morning. Um, which black woman founded a billion dollar beauty brand in 2010? You have the options of A, Rihanna, B, Lisa Price, C, Pat McGrath, or D, Madam C.J. Walker. Anyone in the chats? Well, the answer is A, Rihanna. She founded Fenty Beauty in 2017, a cosmetic brand celebrated for its inclusive shade range and cultural impact. Within the first year, Fenty Beauty generated over $550 million in revenue. And by 2021, Forbes magazine confirmed Rihanna had become a billionaire, largely due to the brand's success. Fenty Beauty reshaped the beauty industry by centering diversity, representation, and unapologetic style. Congratulations, Riri. That's right, Gemini. Riri did it. Riri did that. Okay, now we are going to be on to our book club. Our book club, we are, of course, still reading for 48 Laws of Power, and we are on Law 9. Law 9 states, win through your actions, never through argument. Arguing rarely changes minds, it hardens them. Instead of debating, demonstrate your value through results, strategy, and execution. Let your wins speak louder than your words. All right, application tip for that. If you're pitching a business idea or negotiating a deal, show proof of concept. A well-designed deck or a working prototype with silence doubts faster than any speech. All right, our tech tip of the day, automate your inbox with smart filters. Use Gmail or Outlook rules to automatically sort newsletters, receipts, and client emails into folders. This keeps your inbox clean and your workflow focused. A bonus, set up color-coded labels for visual clarity and quick scanning. I love doing that. Our finance tip of the day is the 50-30-20 rule, but add a hustle buffer. Budget 50% for your needs, 30% for your wants, and 20% for your savings, but add a 10% buffer for business investments or side hustle growth. Whether it's branding, inventory, or tech upgrades, reinvesting in yourself and your vision pays off in the long term. All right, our cause of the day. Our cause of the day is cardiovascular disease. What is it? Cardiovascular disease refers to conditions affecting the heart and blood vessels, including heart attacks, strokes, hypertension, and heart failure. It's the leading cause of death globally, but it's also largely preventable. Key facts: over 18 million people die from CVD each year worldwide. In the US, 1 in 3 deaths is linked to heart disease. Black Americans are disproportionately affected with higher rates of hypertension and stroke. The key signs: chest pain or discomfort, shortness of breath, fatigue, dizziness, swelling of the legs, and an irregular heartbeat. Prevention tips: eat heart healthy foods such as leafy greens, berries, whole grains. Move daily. Get that 30 minutes of exercise in by walking, uh, even on a treadmill if you can't get outside. Manage stress. That's kind of a hard one. However, medication, music, or journaling can help manage stress. And get regular checkups. Men, hint, hint, men, monitor blood pressure and cholesterol. For more information and resources, please contact the American Heart Association, which can be reached online at heart.org, and the CDC Heart Disease Info, which can be reached at cdc.gov/heart disease. And also contact your community resources and clinics for local screenings. Today's cause of the day is close to the heart, literally. Cardiovascular disease is the number one killer, but knowledge is power. Let's protect our hearts and uplift our communities. Share this segment, check your pressure, and show your heart some love. All right, on to our lifestyle segment. Our soul food recipe today of the day is going to be our smothered turkey wings. Um, Ingredients would be the turkey wings, onions, garlic, bell peppers, chicken broth, flour, and a seasoning blend. Season and sear the wings, then bake low and slow in a rich gravy until they fall off the bone tender. A Sunday staple in Southern kitchens, comfort food with soul and swagger. Our beverage of today is going to be Hiccupus Ginger Spritz. Refreshing, bold, and perfect for midweek boss moves. The recipe is brew some Hiccupus tea, chill, and mix with ginger ale and lime. Garnish with some mint. That sounds good. Our men's health tip for today: stretch before bed to improve circulation and reduce muscle tension. Just 10 minutes can improve sleep and reduce next day sniffness, guys. Our women's health tip of the day: add magnesium rich foods like spinach, almonds, and dark chocolate to your diet. They support hormone balance, reduce cramps, and boost your mood. And also, our beauty tip of the day: use a satin pillowcase to reduce friction, prevent breakage, and preserve your glow. Your skin and your hair will thank you. And a lot of us not only use those satin pillowcases, but we all wear bonnets. And we see them all day, every day on internet, on live, people walking in Walmart. We love our bonnets. Relationship tip of the day: check in with your partner midweek, not just about tasks around the house, but about how they're feeling. Ask them, how are you feeling today? How's your heart feeling? How's your health? Keep the connection going with communication. All right, on to history. A tiny history fact today. On this day in 1869, Black Friday rocked the U.S. financial markets when two separate spectators tried to corner the gold market, triggering a crash. It exposed corruption at the highest level and led to tighter financial regulations. A reminder: when greed runs unchecked, communities pay the price. African American history facts. In 1940, Hattie McDaniel became the first African American woman to win an Academy Award for her role in Gone with the Wind. The Montgomery bus boycott of 1955-56 lasted over a year and led to a Supreme Court ruling that segregation on public buses was unconstitutional. And Dr. Charles Drew revolutionized blood banking during World War II, saving countless lives and laying the foundation for modern transfusion medicine. Between September 24th and 26th of 1906, white mobs in Atlanta killed dozens of Black residents, wounded many more, and caused extensive property damage. This became known as Atlanta Race Massacre or Riot. Mary Jane Patterson, the first African American woman to receive a BA degree, died on September 24th in 1894. And on September 24th, 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson received the Warren Commission's report on JFK's assassination. This is not specifically Black history, but you can frame it into the context. All right, our Black African American inventors. We have Alice H. Parker, invented a heating furnace designed using natural gas and a scheme for zoned heating. and early persecutor to modern HVAC systems. Her design was for central heating furnaces using natural gas and multiple burners, allowing heat control in different zones. Um, Elijah J. McCoy invented an automatic lubricator for steam engines. His name even inspired the phrase, the real McCoy. Ellen F. Eglin invented an improved clothes wringer. She sold the invention quietly because of the racism and sexism of the era rather than risk rejection. And the last one is Alexander Miles, patented a mechanism for automatically opening and closing elevator doors. Make sure you ask your kids and your grandkids, do they know any of these inventors? If not, share the wealth with them, share the education. They may not learn it in school, but it's up to us, parents and grandparents, to teach our kids and our grandkids. Otis Boykin invented a wire precision resistor and improved the pacemaker, making it more reliable and accessible. His innovations are still used in modern medical devices and electronics today. Valerie Thomas developed the illusion transmitter, a NASA technology that laid the groundwork for 3D imaging. Her work helped shape the future of medical imaging and virtual reality. And Lonnie Johnson, former NASA engineer and inventor of the Super Soaker water gun, one of the most successful toys in history. Gen X, we know about those Super Soakers. You had to have one. You had the big one. You had the small one. Oh, yeah. Good times. He holds over 100 patents and continues to innovate in clean energy and battery technology. All right, our fun fact of the day. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Not only are they fabulous, but they also turn pink from eating shrimp. Nature's branding is unmatched. Fun holiday of the day. Today is National Women's Health and Fitness Day. Celebrate by moving your body, nurturing your soul, and checking in on your wellness goals. Whether it's yoga, walking, or dancing in your kitchen, today's about honoring your strength. Our lyric to live by today is I'm Every Woman, It's All in Me by Shaka Khan. This anthem reminds us that power, grace, and grit live within. Channel it, own it, and be it. Music entertainment, we have Beyonce's Renaissance film drops trailer. The visual album Experience is set to hit theaters in November, blending concert footage, behind-the-scenes moments, and fashion and slaves. Fans are calling it Black excellence on film. Usher's Super Bowl halftime show is confirmed. The R&B legend will headline the 2026 halftime show, promising a medley of classics and new heat. Expect choreography, confessions, and maybe a surprise guest or two. And Tyler Perry's studio expands. Perry announced an $800 million expansion plan to include new sound stages, a tech incubator, and housing for creatives. Atlanta's film scene just leveled up. Okay. And our celebrity gossip, Rihanna has been spotted in Paris with A$AP Rocky and their two sons, sparking rumors of a Fenty Kids line. Oh, I like to see that. Cardi B clapped back at critics over her New York FW outfit, saying, I'm fashion, not fast. And Denzel Washington is reportedly mentoring Damson Idris for a new epic role. Hollywood royalty meets rising star. Our celebrity birthdays today are Tiana Parrish, who is 38. She's the actress well known for WandaVision and Chirac, celebrated for her range and radiant presence. We also have Anthony Mackie, who's turning 47 today. He's the star of Captain America and The Hurt Locker. Mackie continues to refine Black heroism on screen. And we have Jermaine Dupri, who's 53, legendary producer and So Def founder, shaping hip hop and R&B over 3 decades. And also, I have some birthday shout outs as well. Keith and Kiera from LA turned 11. They're twins. And Rosalind T from Cleveland turns 36. I also have one anniversary. Mr. and Mrs. Clark celebrate 30 years in Tennessee. Congratulations. And happy birthday and anniversary. And last but not least, I have your daily horoscopes. And once again, I have them arranged by element. So fire signs, which include Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Today's energy pushes you to lead boldly, but don't bulldoze. Your passion is magnetic, but your power lies in listening. A creative breakthrough is coming in if you stay open. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Ground yourself in the details today. Financial opportunity may arise, but only if you've done your homework. Your stability is your superpower. Use it to build, not just maintain. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Ideas are flying, but clarity is key. Don't get lost in the brainstorm. Choose one concept and execute. A conversation you've been avoiding could unlock a new path. And finally, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Your intuition is on fire today. Trust your gut, especially in business and relationships. Emotional clarity leads to strategic moves. Don't second guess your depth. All right, kings and queens, today you own your throne, your path, and your vision. Let nobody misplace your light or shrink your spirit. Move boldly, build relentlessly. And remember, I said what I said, period.